Welcome back to another episode of Dorm Talks. I'm John, that's Chris, and that is our very special guest today. London is here, the third member of our team, our graphics expert. How are we doing today, guys?
We're doing great, as always, you know what I'm saying? Super excited for us to be on camera, live. This is good.
First time.
Yeah, everybody's in the same room. I'm okay. I'm sleepy, but I'm always sleepy.
I think we all are for very different reasons.
Yeah.
But
Collectively tired.
Yeah.
All responsible, though. All super
Very
responsible.
all responsible reasons that we're tired.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
okay. I'll let
Alright.
you
Well,
have it.
we don't gotta go into all that. And then this is Odin. He's just gonna sit here.
This isn't my dog. He's just here.
Respectfully. Be respectful.
Hey, that was not respectful. That was not respectful.
Not very respectful.
Alright, so today we are recording for our 1-year anniversary of Dorm Talks. We started late June last year.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
A year of commitment is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, we had some lulls, but we
I-
overall we'll have like various 2-week gaps
Yeah.
where we're just like
It's like days just kind of add up. We're all of a sudden like, oh.
Holiday
Wait,
breaks,
recorded.
vacation, huge.
that's right.
We'll get sick, like, in succession, you know. 1 week I'll be sick, and then he'll get sick the next
Didn't
week.
Chris lose his voice at some point? And, like, he got...
Every time we're sick, it always like involves like the voice. So, but not today. So we're excited to be here. As far as news goes,
As far as news goes, hasn't been much going on in the sports world. Obviously, the World Cup's still happening.
right? That's been fun.
Didn't the USA get knocked out a couple
Yeah.
days ago or something like
Yeah, in the most embarrassing way possible.
We rigged the game.
that? It's
We got knocked out
America's
anyways.
250, guys. Of course.
It was rigged for
Of
us, and we
course.
still lost in the worst way
Of
possible.
Still got
course that
dogged
happened.
on.
It only makes sense. We're celebrating the 250th anniversary of signing the Declaration of Independence. That's why everything is going so well.
Yeah.
Like it raining on 4th of July, right? Right.
That's right.
Otherwise, France beat Morocco, and Spain beat Belgium. And
All the damn colonizers. Ain't that something?
yeah, well, it's usually how it goes. And then Victor Wembanyama took a massive pay cut, absolutely massive. You know, like Jaylen runs some level of discount.
So in total, it's a $50 million discount, which is like, so is it like 10 per year?
Yeah,
Okay, so they can sign a minimum player.
they can get another Tobias Harris.
So wait, his contract could have maxed out at around 300
Yeah.
million on those 5 years,
Mhm.
and he took the 252.
Yes, graciously.
Oh, brother.
Where'd it
Isn't he
go?
just the king of San Antonio, huh?
That's my
Yeah.
humble king.
The one guy that does all the reactions like instantly on TikTok to like the moves, and he'll do the skits and stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, "We should be fearing the San Antonio Spurs forever," and I'm like,
so scared of Tobias Harris in the starting 5. Ooh.
and I'm like, they're obviously going to be good
Yeah,
for a
they're
while.
going
Like they got lots of youth, but like to act like this is like gonna put them ahead of the Thunder for all these years and put them ahead of
Right.
you know
it's
like the juggernaut teams like the Sixers. You know, I don't know if this was the thing that's like, yeah, it's it, man.
I don't know. Tobias Harris is a needle mover, guys.
He's a something mover.
Mover.
I don't know.
He changes the game, okay? That's why everybody wants him.
He changes the game for sure. He for sure changes the game.
I can't wait to see his mini post ups. I can't wait.
Yeah, so the NBA world is kind of on standstill, waiting.
Pump fake.
Tween, hezzy, pump fake. The NBA world is kind of on standstill, waiting for LeBron to sign. It's looking like it's down to Miami, Philly, and Cleveland,
Yeah.
with maybe Minnesota in the mix.
Miami, Philly, and Cleveland. Okay, so he was in Miami before, obviously.
He was in
with D-Wade. He was in Cleveland, obviously.
Twice.
Hometown, right? Hometown. And then there's little old Philly.
And it's like, if you look at it, Philly makes the most sense for him.
Yeah.
It does. It's like, it's the best roster for him. I think it fits. Like, Miami is so far away.
Yeah.
Because they traded their depth for Giannis, which I don't think is a bad move. We talked about this last episode. I don't think it's a bad move to bring in Giannis to make that big swing, because Miami's never going to be a team that bottoms out to try to tank. So I think it's a fine move. But they are not a 42-year-old LeBron away from winning.
Yeah. It's so crazy to hear the words Philly makes the most sense for LeBron
Mm-hmm.
James. I mean, I am the resident LeBron James hater out of the three of us. If he comes here, like chip or nothing. Like I genuinely don't want to see anything else because I feel like that would be a waste of my time, because now you're on my team. Like, it's either do or die. For me, personally. I mean, I know a lot of other people don't feel like that. A lot of other people would be, like, ecstatic to just have him in the city. But I don't care about the optics of it. I don't care that we're going to get all this attention and, superstar, generational, blah, 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 blah. Chip or nothing.
Yep.
Like,
absolutely.
We are at a point in Joel Embiid's career. It's genuinely all or nothing.
Yeah.
You either get that man a chip or get the hell out the way. There's no in between. Like, don't come here and get to pissing me off. Because if you piss me off, then it's going to be a problem. A problem for who? I don't know. A problem for me? Most likely. But I'm just saying. Please, if that is what ends up going down, which would break the universe.
That would be crazy.
To fleece the Celtics for Jaylen Brown and turn around a couple weeks later and then also land the LeBron James, in free agency. That roster, on paper, literally shatters everything that we know of the universe.
It would be one of the greatest starting fives I can remember.
So we need, like, again, all or nothing.
And then it's like, okay, so it's Maxey, VJ. Honestly, am I crazy to want VJ to be the point guard? Is that insane?
Over Maxey?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. There was a Spurs fan that had a semi-viral tweet saying that, like, that team, there's too many ball handlers and too many on-ball players for that to work. Maxey's better off-ball. Yeah. We saw that with Harden.
Exactly.
Jaylen Brown played with Jason Tatum for a decade. He can play off-ball. VJ, he's obviously an on-ball player, because the games where, like, we saw Maxey have good games in the playoffs and Paul George have great games, he was kind of, like, in the background waiting for his opportunity, doing playmaking, playing really good defense. So he's definitely more, to get him involved, he needs to touch the ball a lot. Joel Embiid, obviously. But I don't think it'll be like a too many cooks in the kitchen kind of thing. And LeBron last year really played well, kind of accepting that role of not being the guy when Luka was in. And I think LeBron said he doesn't want to be the guy on this stop. Like, he's here to contribute, have fun, and win.
Which is actually incredibly helpful of the thing, too. Like, I didn't know that he had said that. That's a very refreshing take to hear from somebody who probably should have retired already, but obviously didn't, because he still got gas in the tank. But
that's the only reason we're in the sweepstakes, is because we really only have a veteran minimum to offer. Like, he would be playing here for the minimum.
And I think he's also would be our last roster spot.
Yeah, and he would be.
This season. That's why they've been signing all these players to, like, two-way deals instead of, like.
I listened to Gansey talk on WIP the other day, and they asked him about LeBron. I expected him to give like a PC answer, like, we're seeing what's open, but he's like, yeah, we're trying. He said, I'd love to get him here, but it's like, he's like, LeBron's very smart. He knows what he wants to do, and we just kind of have to wait. And if he thinks we're the best option for him, we're going to be the best option for him. And I was like, oh, well, so the offer is out there.
Yeah. If Gansey ends up looking like Howie Roseman, I might sob. I'm not.
He's had quite a month.
If he pulls this off, like, genuinely hats off to him. Like, regardless of whatever the outcome ends up being, that is a feat in and of itself. Like, to be the GM of a team.
He's been great. This has been a very good change from Daryl Morey. You can say that.
Yeah,
a very welcome change at that.
Letting certain players walk, I think, is smart. You know, not overpaying too many people. Taking big swing trades because past 10 years haven't been working. So very big fan of them already.
Yeah. Someone speaking of that, you saying like not doing big swing trades. Someone said, "Man, if Morey was doing the Jaylen Brown deal, VJ would have definitely been gone." Oh, yeah. I was like, absolutely. But my thing was, no, the Jaylen Brown deal doesn't happen.
Probably not. No.
Because like he never. The only big.
He wouldn't even put himself in that conversation for him.
No, I think he would have been too stubborn, and like the only way he got, we were very fortunate in the Harden sweepstakes. Mm-hmm. To one, he had a very good relationship with Harden.
Right.
Two, Harden was dead set on being in Philly, and three, we had a Ben Simmons who was like a bonus roster, he was basically a trade exception because he didn't play for us.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the only way that worked too, though. Is exactly. That they had a personal relationship already, so that was already like
what big swing move. Other than that, the only other big swing move was like the Paul George deal, which he made an absurd amount of money, which we were so lucky that we got off of. Mm-hmm. So I don't think Morey would have put us in that position to even like. Even if we did lose Edgecombe, because when I saw the deal, like, went through, my ultimate thought is, okay, did we lose VJ or Maxey? Because when you're talking about getting a top 10 player in the league, the main thing people want is draft picks and young stars, yep. Young players, and we kept both of them. And the initial asking price was VJ and 5 first-round picks. Yeah. And he
literally said no. How about this?
He said, nah, you take Paul George and the worst of our 2 first-round picks.
He said, you eat what I cooked or you go to bed hungry. That's what he says. And I like that energy. I like that energy a lot. You eat what I cook or go to bed. That's it. No other options. I
like that. Hey, it was smart, too. He used their leverage really well. I will say that, you know. I remember I feel like we've been talking about lately how the media kind of influenced the Jaylen Brown trade. Mm-hmm. For sure. I feel like everybody knew the Celtics wanted him out. Mm-hmm. So they were able to use that leverage, basically saying, like, we don't have to give you VJ Edgecombe. Mm-hmm. Like,
right.
You're the loser here.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, so what is the, like, just quick and dirty, what is the, like, why did the Celtics want to get rid of him so bad? To, like, prop up Tatum more?
So... Did you listen to the Brad Stevens press conference?
Yeah.
So I watched the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I watched all 45 minutes because I had the same question.
Okay.
So from his answer, and I think he really like. If you watch his press conference versus Nico Harrison's press conference after the Luka trade, like you can see why Brad Stevens is so respected in the league, and Nico Harrison is now out on the street. Because even though we can all agree it was a terrible move, what he said made general sense. He said, in the league today, it is very difficult to build a competent roster around 2 players making 70% of your cap.
Okay.
And he said, we love Jaylen Brown, and he said, I'm sorry he feels the way he feels about us. But he said it was this. He did say the whole analytics thing played a small factor, but I don't think it was like he's the 7th best player on our team kind of thing. I don't know how accurate that was.
I really do wonder whose report that's coming from.
These anonymous sources are so messy, so messy. And he was like, yeah. So he's like, and they literally said, why did you get Paul George? And he's like, well, we like Paul George, but Paul George has 1 year less on his contract than Jaylen Brown, and we don't have to extend him after.
Wow.
Like, that's what he said. He was straight up. Like, that is why. Because it gives us flexibility to build a better roster.
And now they have more draft picks. You know, they could make that big swing for Herb Jones and Trey Murphy. They could do a lot. There's some really good role players out there, and they're still a well-coached team. You know, they can hope Derek White has a better offensive year this year, and Paul George showed that he's still like capable of being on a contending team at this point. So,
I mean, yeah, I definitely think that was a lot more of a respectable answer. Like, I understand that. I mean, it coming down only to money. I mean, that's usually what ends up happening anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Is like when you gotta dish a star, you got like 2-3 stars on the team, and you gotta dish one of them. It's about money, but the way it was framed, I completely understand it. It's just that still was crazy. Like just to be on this side of it, like to be on the receiving end of that,
which we never are.
we never are. Literally, the last time it happened was James Harden, and he was already dead, so don't come here regardless.
And we kind of thought we gave up too much, giving up Seth Curry and Drummond.
We did. That was a crazy day. I'll never forget that day. But I'll never forget the Jaylen Brown day either.
What were you guys doing during the Jaylen Brown trade?
I was working.
I was also working. I was sitting at my station, and I got a text message because I don't get the sports notifications anymore. I decided for my mental health that a long time ago, turning them sports notifications off. I got a text message from that guy down there. I did not believe the text message. Didn't believe the text message because the text message said Jaylen Brown for Paul George. I said, you're a liar. This is a dream. I know I've been working a lot. Every day start feeling the same. Feel like I'm living. I don't know what's the movie that you just live every day over and over again.
Freaky.
Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day. Yes, it feel like Groundhog Day every day. Freaky Friday. What are you talking about? Anyways, feel like Groundhog Day. So I goes to Twitter, typing in. Got to bring up Shams. Gotta bring up Shams. I see the tweet. I said, oh no. Literally, dead stop. Wanted to scream. Can't scream. Nobody else knows what I'm talking about. I'm one of the only sports fans in my workplace. I wanted to scream. I leapt up out of my seat to go find my manager, who I knew gave a damn about this. Shoved the phone in his face. He said, this isn't real. I said, no, it is because I've already fact checked it. This is the fact check. I'm showing you the fact check. This is real. He walks away from me because he's in disbelief. I go back to my station. I'm shaking. I'm shaking for 15 minutes. Texted another one of our friends. Did you just see that we got Jaylen Brown for Paul George? Apparently, Paul George is his favorite player. I was like, sorry to you, but we just got Jaylen Brown for Paul George. Damn near straight up. Like, 1 for 1. Crazy. Insane.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely have not felt like that since we got James Harden. Because I also was in a scenario. I was in class when we got James Harden. Wasn't supposed to have my phone. Looked down at my watch. I still had the notifications on at that time. Looking at my watch, saw the tweet notification, James Harden to Philadelphia. Wanted to leave the room, couldn't leave the room. That wasn't a class that I could leave the room. But I did manage to get a text to these two about that trade. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And this one had a lot less mixed emotions than the James Harden one.
Yeah, I was emotionally attached to the guys that we like. I don't give a damn about Paul George. Bye. See you later.
I miss Seth Curry sometimes.
Remember when it was really hype we got Paul Millsap in that deal?
Oh my god.
Oh my lord. That's a name.
That's
a name.
I was so hyped for because
we had Paul Millsap and B-Ball Paul at the same time.
Yeah, we did.
And that was like the running.
Paul Millsap was like one of my favorite like role players. Like before, I don't know why I just really like Paul Millsap. And like I hated the Nuggets even before like Jokic got big. They just bored me as a team. I think their branding sucks for a basketball team. I think
it does. And
like,
it doesn't help they're in Denver.
It just something about it always has pissed me off. And I wasn't watching basketball during the Melo days where they were wearing the silk blue. So it's like that would have made me feel a little better.
Top 10 NBA jersey of all time.
Unbelievably great jerseys. So it's like, but Paul Millsap for some reason I liked him a lot. But he ended up was playing backup center, and Paul Millsap should never be your backup center. I didn't even think that was an option. But
have we ever even had a competent backup for Joel Embiid in the entire time he's been here?
Well, the big question about this team is, do we now?
It was like kind of Andre Drummond the first time around. And then
Andre Jones was really unplayable these playoffs.
Like
too.
Who after that? Like B-Ball Paul was doing a little.
Dwight Howard was like the best one we had.
You're right. I forgot we had Dwight Howard.
That's not good.
It's not good that he was the best one.
It's really not.
I need like Ariel Huckporty to like shock me and be like this breakout solid player.
I'm nervous about the center thing, but hey, we might get LeBron.
If we don't get LeBron, I think you find a backup because like LeBron can literally play anything, and he gives you like a lot of flexibility.
LeBron
and
at the 5.
I don't know if he'd want to play the 5 at 42, but it's like he gives you flexibility because he can play so many positions.
Mm-hmm.
Like he can run point if you need.
Yeah. He can be him and MB can be your offensive engines if you don't want Tyrese Maxey or VJ to have to like play on ball as much.
Yeah.
Those can be your two main like.
You have Jaylen Brown do that too. So.
Yeah.
So it's like Joel Embiid should not play back-to-backs. Joel Embiid, like, he can play every other day for... But, like, people are saying to just rest in the whole regular season. I'm like, the thing about Joel, he needs to be in rhythm. Yeah. If he's not in rhythm...
Like, that's too far to the other side of...
It was almost too late during the Olympics for him to get in a groove because he takes so long to mesh and to get... Yeah. Because, I mean, like, he's a big dude and he doesn't move particularly well anymore. So it's like... His game is about getting to his spots,
right?
And really playing his game, which takes time and getting into game shape. So it's like you need him to like get minutes, but at the same time, you can. If he's like feeling like a little off a night, take a rest, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely is a kind of player that needs to play 3 to 4 times a week because otherwise, it's just not looking good for us.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Are we ready to get into these top 10 lists?
No, wait. I have another news.
What's up?
I just thought about it while we were talking.
Yeah.
I forget what exactly is the exact name of the league, but the Women's Professional Baseball League is starting up this season. And they just debuted their... That's how I thought of it, because we talked about the Nuggets jersey.
The Nuggets jersey.
And I'm still stuck on... Those girls' jerseys look so good.
They look great.
I'm so excited for this to start and to see a Women's Professional Baseball League. Now that I'm like actively paying attention to baseball in the first place. The Philadelphia legend herself, Monet Davis, will be on the Los Angeles Queens. That is who we are rooting for. I'm letting you guys know now. That's who we are rooting for as a collective.
Absolutely.
Get into that one. Mm-hmm.
It'll be nice to root for an LA team and have the LA luck on our side.
Yes. Exactly. And freaking, of course, California gets 2 teams off rip, as usual. But...
Is there a Bay team? What's the other?
Yeah. It's San Francisco and LA.
And then New York and Boston, right?
Yeah, New York and Boston are the other teams. Yep. Really cool. Really cool the way they decided to name the teams as well. They named them after feminist icons, which is really cool. You got to see some of the stories there. Those jerseys are clean, y'all.
They're nice.
The one girl, oh my God, on my FYP that's playing for the New York team.
Oh.
She had on them damn pinstripes with them butters and that low cap. I said, girl, you doing something. I said, I'm scared of you, Miss White Lady. I said, you going to be one of my favorites. I got my team already. But I know I'm going to like you. Because she just walking around New York in this freaking uniform and them Timbs. And it's hot as hell outside, mind you. I don't know why you got Timbs on in the middle of New York summer. I mean, that's what they do. But still, don't make no sense to me. But she was eating that uniform up. And I love that for her. I love that for them. So, yeah, but, you know, go black and gold over there in LA.
I gotta get me a jersey. They're nice.
I can't wait to have a Monet Davis jersey. Oh, my God, I've been waiting for a Monet Davis jersey for, like, 10 years.
You can get an Indianapolis Clowns jersey now, too. They sell hers.
Yeah. So, I'm about to have some Monet Davis jerseys. Another one of our Philly legends.
Shout out. There you go. We need some Philly representation up here, but...
but yeah. That was my news.
That's August, right? August they start?
Yeah, August 1st. Oh, another cool thing I found out about that league real quick is they are not playing in the
is it neutral
designated
location?
cities. Yes, a neutral location. They are playing at the Robin Roberts Field, which
Oh,
is really cool. Love Robin Roberts. They're all playing at that one field. I guess because it makes sense. It's your inaugural season. It's only 4 teams. I forget where that field is, but everybody will be playing there.
nice.
I think it's a 6-week season.
Yeah, it's pretty
before
quick.
playoffs, and then they'll do playoffs, which playoffs is about to be like 2 weeks. It's only 4 teams, but this is exciting, and hopefully one day we'll see them get expanded to Philly, and then we can get Monet to come home. The same way we're hoping Miss Girl back here will come home in 2030.
Yeah, hopefully she's still playing by then.
Yeah, if she's still playing by then, but
yeah, 4 years is a lot for a player.
it is. A lot can change in 4 years, but she's done pretty well thus far, so I think
She did a big night the other night. Yeah, she'll be alright.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Awesome.